Hello everyone, welcome to a mid-war Flames of War battle report. Today is going to be game 5 of a campaign me and my friend Jimmy have been playing. This campaign is based in the North African theatre around Alamein. The campaign is a map which is broken up into areas with numbers on it. The numbers are the points required to take it based on victory points from games. So far I haven't had it all my way. I have lost one game and Jimmy's managed to push me back. I'm playing as the Africa Corps. Although last game I did regain some momentum and pushed him back, and now I'm making my assault on Tobruk. There are special features on the campaign map such as ports, airfields and supply dumps. If you have 2 supply dumps, basically you get a free point for command cards. A port is a free point for command cards, and if you have an airfield, any battle taking place within 5 regions of the airfield, you get free air cover. So the British do actually have free air cover for this game. So I'm going to look at my army. The game is going to be Breakout, and I'm playing as the Africa Corps, and we will be attacking. And I've managed to squeeze in 2 formations for the Germans. Over here I have a Desert Africa Rifle Company consisting of the HQ of 2 teams and 2 platoons, full platoons, that is 4 rifle teams, an anti-tank gun, and I've added an extra HMG to each platoon. At the back are 3 captured 6-pounder guns, so they're basically a bit cheaper than the regular 5cm guns. These are going to be the static part of my army watching the flank. I also have a scout car company, so I have a HQ of a light scout car. Then I have 2 platoons of light scouts. One of them obviously is a bit bigger than the other. And I also have 2 heavy scout cars to round out the formation. In support, I have 5 Panzer IIIs with 7.5cm guns, 4 Marders, and 4 Schleppers. So this is quite a mobile formation. What I'm hoping to do is get onto our objective really early on before his reserves arrive. So let's have a look what Jimmy is using for the British. Oh, and mention I have a free 2 points for command cards, so I'm taking Panzerknackers for my rifle teams in case they have to deal with any tanks up close. And that's my army. This is the British defending force for this battle. Just 1 formation. We have a Sherman armoured squadron. We have a HQ of 3 Shermans and 2 troops of 2 Shermans and 1 Grant. Also in the formation is a Crusader squadron of 2 Crusader 3s and 1 Crusader 2. In support we have 4 25-pounders and 3 17-25-pounders. We also have the lucky command cards. Now for free, the British have used artillery experts and diversionary tactics command cards, and they also have free Kitty Hawks courtesy of the airfield at Tobruk. So if the British were to lose Tobruk in today's game, they will lose a port, so that's 1 less command point, and they would also lose the free air cover over this area. So based on the points that Tobruk is worth, I need at least a major victory. As the Germans, I need this victory because next game the British get an additional 20% on their force based on reinforcements arriving in the help of Lend-Lease and British units being made available across the Commonwealth. So it's a bit of a must-win for me to get the British back on the back foot, and also I'd like some free air cover for next game as well if I can take the airfield. So let's have a look at deployment. Right, breakout deployment. Germans have deployed, and I've had a massive 4-inch spearhead based because of the deployment zone of the British is so close. So I've done as much as I can. Everything pushed up, and you can see a lot of stuff might happen on this flank. I got more scout cars up here. My captured 6-pounders and the schleppers over here. The British have 3 units currently deployed. They have the Crusaders, the Sherman HQ, and the 25-pounders on the elevated position. The 17-pounders are somewhere, but I don't know where. The British do have minefields. They get 4 of them. So they got 1 here, 1 on the road, and then 2 over here. In reserve are the 2 Sherman and Grant squadrons, and we have the Kitty Hawks in reserve as well. So we're going into German turn 1. German movement, I've dashed a lot of things up, and I have done follow me's. The scout cars are pushing on to this objective with the Panzer IIIs, as well as the full company of infantry. I think all of them failed their blitz moves, so I could have sneaked an extra 4 inches, but I couldn't. This scout car did a road dash and tried to go through the minefield. One did, and his friend didn't. The AA, I forgot to mention, I do actually have 3 anti-aircraft guns in my force. I forgot to put them in for the video I did at the beginning of this video, but there they are. The Marders have pushed up. These scouts have pushed up as well, and as you can see there's a failed follow me, and that's it. So going into some German shooting. The schleppers have ranged in on the 25-pounders first time. I hit all of them, didn't kill any, but they're pinned, so hopefully they'll stay that way. The Marders fired long range at the Crusaders and killed a 6-pounder Crusader. 2 Panzer IIIs along here were in range, but failed to hit, and that is everything I can fire because everything else dashed. So we're going into the British turn 1. British turn, the 25-pounders failed to unpin. No reserves have come in and no aircraft. The 17-pounders have deployed here. They were pushed back quite a bit based on their probing of the scout cars. The Crusaders have moved over this ford to take up position by here, and the Shermans have repositioned by the side of this dune to take some flanking shots over here. So let's see what the British can do in their shooting. British shooting has been quite effective. They have bailed out 2 Panzer IIIs and killed 1 with the 17-pounders. The Shermans and Crusaders, however, have failed to kill this lone scout car, just bailing him, and the 25-pounders have managed to kill 1 Marder over here. So German turn, this scout car has a lot to do if he wants to do anything, and luckily these Panzer IIIs do have the formation commander there to add his support into getting back in their tanks. So German turn 2. German turn again. I have moved everything aggressively up forward. The scout cars are on top of that objective. I think only the first one, maybe 2. It's maybe the first one. The infantry are on the objective, although they are pinned because pretty much all of them got hit by a mine. These infantry have moved up into the buildings. The Marders have failed a blitz move and moved across. These scout cars are also contesting this objective with the Sherman, so there's a lot for the British to think about. And that's me done, so let's go into some shooting. German shooting, the 1 Panzer III managed to bail this Crusader because I failed my firepower. This Crusader, however, was killed by an anti-tank gun fired from this building over yonder. The formation commander for the scouts called in the schleppers to range in on the 17-pounders, since the 25-pounders are already pinned. I did pin them, but I got no kills. The scout cars here fired their 2cm guns at the 25-pounders and did score 1 hit, so I'm happy with that. And that is it for my shooting. So German turn, they've got... Well, sorry, British turn, they've got their hands full. When you agree. Okay, so let's go into British turn 2. The Crusader didn't get back in, and then he failed his last stand. The 17 pounders failed to rally. The 25 pounders have rallied. No reserves again, and no aircraft. So the Shermans are the only thing that can really move, and one has gone up here to take out a scout car, and these two have gone by here to take out the other scout cars, and hopefully the 25 pounders can kill I think about 2 teams of infantry that are in range.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's see what the British can do. British turn shooting didn't bear the fruits they needed. They did kill this scout car. That was as a result of the 25 pounders ranging in. They failed to kill the 2 on the objective. The 17 pounders did try to shoot at things, but they missed. And then my opponent, realising with his one shot from the Sherman that he would not deny me victory, he tried to limit my scale of victory by aiming at the scout cars instead, but he only hit one and that went straight through. So it's German turn now, so I'll be going into my motivation, and this should be game. So I've decided not to move or shoot because there's no need for no more shedding of blood. The British can withdraw back. So this is a stunning victory because I've lost 1 unit, and that is the heavy scouts that bravely went through the minefield. So that's 7 points. So that's enough to take to Brook and 2 more territories. That is more than I was hoping for, because that now enables me to have the airfield and the 1 point of supply. The problem is that the British have an additional 20% of reinforcements next turn. So I hope you enjoy that one.